The Tears of Shahmaran, a tale of betrayal and love, a battle between human greed and kindness, and the tragedy hidden behind a legend. In the ancient stone streets of Mardin, whispered by the winds, there was a legend, passed down for centuries. It was not just a myth, it was a story of regret, betrayal, and redemption. And that story was called Shahmaran, the Lost Kingdom. Long ago, there was a hidden kingdom beneath the earth, untouched by war, free from greed. It was there that Shahmaran lived, a mystical being with the lower body of a serpent and the upper body of a woman. Her beauty was mesmerizing, but more than that, she was wise. Shahmaran was not just a creature. She was a guardian of ancient knowledge, a queen of secrets. She could see into people's souls. She knew who was good and who was evil. But most importantly, she knew that she had to stay away from humans, because humans feared what they did not understand, and what they feared, they sought to destroy. So she lived in peace in her underground kingdom, until that fateful day, Cemşab's curse. In the narrow streets of Mardin, there was a poor young man named Cemşab, born into poverty. He struggled every day to feed his family. At night, he would gaze at the stars and dream of escaping his miserable life, dreams of wealth, power, and freedom. But every morning, those dreams would fade with the hunger in his stomach. One day, Cemşab and his friends sneaked into the garden of a wealthy man, hoping to steal some fruit. Hidden within the garden was a well, dark and deep. Cemşab leaned too far and fell in. Darkness swallowed him whole. But that darkness did not bring death. Instead, it pulled him into legend. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in a cave unlike anything he had ever seen. Glowing stones shimmered like stars, and a gentle, magical light bathed the walls. Then a voice, soft yet commanding, "Do not be afraid." And then he saw her, eyes that gleamed like the moon, a face as beautiful as a dream, and a body that curled like a serpent. Cemşab trembled, but it was not fear he felt, it was awe. Shahmaran approached him, extending a delicate hand. "You are safe here," she said, "but will you keep this place safe?" Cemşab swallowed hard. "I mean no harm," he whispered. "I fell in by accident." Shahmaran smiled gently. "Then you may stay for a while." And so he did. Days turned to weeks, weeks into months, perhaps even years. During that time, Shahmaran taught him everything about healing herbs, ancient wisdom, and the power of kindness. Cemşab no longer saw her as a monster, and in his eyes, Shahmaran was no longer just a legend. But his heart still longed for the world above. One day, with tears in his eyes, Cemşab said, "I must go back." A shadow crossed Shahmaran's face. "If you leave," she warned, "you can never return, and you must swear never to tell anyone about me. If they find me, they will kill me." Cemşab swore, and with that, he left behind the underground kingdom, stepping once more into the world of men. But hunger is stronger than promises, the price of betrayal. Years passed, Cemşab remained poor, and poverty makes men desperate. Meanwhile, the king of the land fell gravely ill. The vizier, desperate for a cure, sought advice from an old oracle. The only cure, the oracle whispered, is the flesh of Shahmaran. The vizier issued a decree. "Has anyone seen Shahmaran?" Cemşab remained silent. But when the torture began, when pain clouded his mind, his vow shattered. With tears streaming down his face, he revealed Shahmaran's hiding place. The soldiers descended into the underground world, and Shahmaran did not run. She did not fight. She already knew. She had seen this betrayal coming. She looked at Cemşab, but there was no anger in her eyes, no hatred, only sorrow. "Do not weep," she told him. "My fate was sealed long ago, but yours is yet to be written." And then they killed her. They took her lifeless body to the king. According to legend, they divided her into 3 parts. The poison part was fed to the vizier. He died. The healing part was fed to Cemşab. He lived, but he was never whole again. Because some betrayals do not just kill the betrayed, they poison the soul of the betrayer. From that day on, people whispered that Shahmaran would return, because legends never truly die. And Shahmaran was not just a myth, she was a forgotten justice, a lost mercy, and a hidden truth. And even now, when the wind howls through the ancient streets, it carries a whisper. Shahmaran is watching,